Good evening, friends. This is Sanjay Agrawal. So I am joined with an art historian. So he's Benoy Behl, and he's been invited by the president of the Foreign Correspondents Club. So today it was a very useful interaction. I think all the media was there. So about Ajanta Caves. Uh, when did you first visit Ajanta Caves? I recently visited Ellora, somewhere in 16. And I had paintings, my father had a collector, we lived in Maharashtra. So I just want to know from your perspective, sir.
I had the pleasure of documenting all the paintings of Ajanta. In fact, all the sculptures at Ellora also, for the first time in 1991. And then, because I was not fully satisfied with the work, I went back and documented it all over again in 1992.
And so, you here in your book, you say the Ajanta caves, ancient Buddhist paintings of India. But as I remember, like we have this Sita, So if you could, you must have taken even documented that. I think Ramayana, the main characters have visited that place.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I've had the pleasure of documenting the Ramayana tradition in 10 countries in Asia.
Lovely, sir.
So that film you can go on YouTube and on the channel of the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. You can see that.
Can we download that and use it in our YouTube channel? In this interview, can we download that and put a clipping there?
I believe that is allowed.
Right, sir.
It's according to the rules of YouTube and NEA, I believe that is allowed.
So that will be great, sir. And we just wanted to ask you more, like since the Indira Gandhi National Center of Arts, and recently a lot of I've been attending their workshops. So they're taking, a lot of people are giving art to them. You might have seen the Chhatarpur Mehroli, one Mr. Jain, he had donated his whole, I think, the museum. So how do you think that we can take our, the rich heritage of India, means when people have so much things, and how do we make it thorough and bolte?
Well, we should continue. Institutions like IGNCA should continue to collect the art and preserve it well, also to document it well, and find ways to put it before the people very well. Because just collecting it will not be enough.
Yes.
But it should be well catalogued, it should be made available to the people, and this should continue, yes.
And then they will have to take a tour across India and even the country, sir.
Well, it's a marvelous country to visit. It's always a great pleasure to travel in India, yes.
Thank you very much, sir. And sir, President, sir, would you like to say a few words?
No, it's a pleasure having Benoy with us to take us through this marvelous cultural heritage of ours, particularly in Ajanta Caves, and I'm sure people who are in the audience here in the FCC auditorium and people who are watching it online across India and the rest of the world, and they will be able to see this in the archive section of the FCC website. So, it will reach out to a large number of people all over the world, and we're grateful to Benoy and Sujata for gracing the event and making this a very fruitful kind of interaction. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
My many thanks to Venkat for inviting me and Sujata and making it possible for us to come and share this art. Thank you so much.
Sir has been doing, I think, they've been, I've been coming here, and then they get a lot of people to come to the club and celebrate. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Proud of our heritage, proud of our history, proud of our architecture, and proud of our overall culture. Of course, these days people talk of India being developed by 2047. And people talk of hard power, but I always believe, and as you rightly also pointed out, our things in China, Japan, Myanmar, there is something called soft power, and I think this real power, unaccompanied by our that cultural heritage, beyond a point, doesn't take us anywhere. And as you rightly pointed out, our culture through digital painting, through architecture, highlighted what you said, that vision of life with compassion, grace, and love. And so, no development is of any use if that doesn't have this vision of compassion, grace, and love. Thank you very much for reminding us. Uh, and as you know, we have a rich archive, and your contribution towards enriching our archive for future generations will always be remembered. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. Good night.